Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming, and welcome to my first look at Need for Speed Most Wanted. So I've started the game, I've played a little bit of the start. We've done the prologue section where that guy, he takes our car and then he becomes number one on the top 15 wanted. We were rotting in jail and then we get out. And then this girl gives us some money and we can afford this cheap Lexus for now. So yeah, just wanted to chat about what I think so far, what the game is, what my expectations were, and how I'm liking it so far. And the answer is I'm actually genuinely surprised because the game is almost 17, 18 years old now. And first of all, I did not expect it to look this good visually because I've seen games that came out after this that haven't aged as well, like games from 2007, 8. They look worse than this. This looks much better. The customization is actually not bad as well. I don't know how to apply the customization in the car because I've done this here, but I don't know how when I go into like free roam, why I don't see the customization. Maybe I'll play a little more and figure that out. So yeah, I haven't played that much. I've played maybe 40 minutes, 30, 40 minutes roughly. Um, if you are interested in like how to install this version of the game, because I thought this would be easy to find online, because this is an old game, you cannot buy it anymore, so you have to look for online places with cracks and stuff to see if you can get it. That part was surprisingly not as easy as I thought, because a lot of places had the game, but they were all different versions. People had put extra things in it, had removed some of the things, repacks and stuff like that. There are quite a lot of places on YouTube as well where you can find it, by the way. But if you want to know exactly which version I'm using, I'll put the link below. I found it on an old abandoned game site. So original 4 discs, just install them one by one, and that's it. I've added a widescreen and 1080p fix, and that is about it. Oh, one more thing, yeah, one more thing I've done, which is probably why the game looks good, I guess. If you go in the options here, back in the mid to late 2000s, it seemed to a lot of these games had this sort of yellow colored filter to the whole world, it seems. And you can turn this thing off, visual treatment, to low. If you do this, that yellowish filter is gone, and I think it looks much better without it. In the background here, I think it is still here, but when we go in the game, you'll notice it is much better. Um, Overall, yeah, I'm actually liking the game much more than I thought. Like I said, the visuals were very good. The handling is a little off in the low speed section, like when you're driving very slowly. It does feel very odd. But maybe that is because this Lexus especially is just a very basic car. I haven't done any changes to it. So maybe that is the reason. Let's actually do a quick race while we chat. I have done one quick race or something. Custom race, quick race, okay. 20 miles, 2 laps. Can we change it? Sprint. Seaside and power, 6 miles. I kind of want to try out the car in this form. Alright, let's do this one and we'll chat. So yeah, what else? There isn't a lot of cars, to be fair, but Need for Speed always somehow had a nice selection of cars. And I guess the customization also made up for it, made up for the lack of different cars. Like, see, back then in games like this, they gave you maybe half a dozen cars here or there, and you had to grind and work your way up to it. If you look at games like Forza these days, they throw cars at you like they're candy. So all these hypercars and supercars, they sort of lose their value. Like you spin the wheel and you get maybe a t-shirt and a car as well. So that is just so stupid. Here, the whole career mode of like fighting the rivals, getting their cars. Okay, I did not expect that. That actually makes it so much more interesting, more rewarding. You enjoy the cars more, you appreciate it more. You may have one cheap Lexus like I have here, but you love it more, you'll customize it more. It just seems more authentic an experience, I guess. Unlike you spin the wheel and you get a Bugatti and a shoe and $50 like you do in Forza. So that is one of the things that I don't like about the Forza games, is there is no sense of reward, no sense of like working towards your goals. They just throw cars at you. Just log in every week and they'll give you cars. Like you don't even have to log in, like you turn up once every few months and you may still have a bunch of cars sitting in your inbox, and some incredible cars. Now of course this is 17-18 years old, so the handling is different to what a modern game would be. It's not bad though. Things have improved quite a lot in terms of handling, but it's not bad. This is not bad at all. The only thing I said was like the low speed handling felt a bit off. Like this car, this feels perfect, but my car, obviously it was just a basic car, so it was feeling a little different. Also, I like the customizations they've done to this car, the insane wide body and stuff. Yeah, nearly lost it. Not bad. Alright, let's do one more. So I know most of you are big fans of this game and you've played this a lot, and I can see good playtime with this game as well, because you have the 15 people you have to take down. They have the story. There was a lot of cutscenes, the FMV scenes. That was the only thing I did not particularly like. What car is it? Cobalt. Okay. Sprint, Diamond and Union, A3 Quattro. Golf GTI. What the hell is that? Sprint. NFS World Loop. 27 miles. Oh wow. Give me something small and reasonable. Highlands. Alright, let's try this. 3 laps, 1 opponent. 3 laps. Is it total length for 6.9? I don't want the video to be long. Alright, let's try this one. No. Okay, speed trap. Quickly Field. Yeah, let's just do this one then. West Park and Lyons, 5.5 miles. Yeah, the FMV scenes haven't aged well. But apart from that, I think this game holds up very well even in 2022. Almost 23 now. It's got, look at this, rain effects. And also notice here without the yellow filter. It just looks so much cleaner in my opinion. Maybe it's modern sensibilities, I guess. Back in 05, 07, this may not have looked as popular. Because I remember Midnight Club Los Angeles, I had that on the PS3. That had a similar look to it. It was basically GTA 4. Because it was made by Rockstar as well, so I think they used the same map. Yeah, this golf is good too. Oh man, turning isn't easy. Now my controller is very old. I have a 360 controller and the stick drift is insane on this one. So basically I don't even need to turn left. It's that bad. So yeah, turning left is easy because the controller is already doing half the work for me. But it looks good. I like it. It's just got everything right somehow. Like the mix of the cars on the road. It doesn't feel like an empty, dead world. There is enough going on. The city feels lively and interesting. I've heard that the rubber banding wasn't great in this one. But I guess that's been the case with EA games for a long time. It is what it is, sadly. I'm not a fan of it, but yeah, we have to deal with it. And this is an arcade racer, I suppose. Alright, let me just catch this guy up quickly. Oh no, 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 no! We missed by about, oh, 6/10 of a second. Alright, not bad. We were almost there. Yeah, I'm genuinely surprised and very impressed so far. Getting it to work was very easy, because sometimes a game from 2005, just getting it to run on Windows 10 is a nightmare. No issues here. I did not use any compatibility thing. I installed the game, I put the widescreen fix, and I started it, and it ran. The only thing I needed to do was, for my 360 controller, I had to, set up some of the, controls, like buttons for that. Apart from that, yeah, I'm just blown away by how good this still is. And this is from me, somebody who had not played the game when it first came out. Because sometimes what happens is, your nostalgia carries it for you. So if I play a game that I played 20 years ago, it still doesn't bother me. But if you haven't played something, then it becomes a bit difficult, especially if you have been used to better, newer stuff. But I can't really say the newer stuff has been better in terms of gameplay. Maybe in terms of handling, graphics and stuff like that, but the core fun part of it, I think the older games did it better, and I can see why a lot of people love this game. Of course, it depends on the period of time the games come out in. I know a lot of kids here on my channel, especially, you guys grew up with this one, so I can see why you like it. And yeah, even now, as someone playing it for the first time, I'm liking it. So I can only imagine how good this must have felt 17 years ago. Anyway, thank you for watching this trip down memory lane. And like I said, if you want a step-by-step instruction on how to install this exactly like I have here, with minimal modding and changes, let me know and I'll make a separate video.